One of the biggest industries in the United States is the fitness industry, right? And what I notice about a lot of fitness influencers, and they look phenomenal, by the way, but one thing I notice is that they all say the same exact thing when it comes to building muscle. It's this idea of progressive overload, right? Which means lifting heavier weights, right? Being comfortable with discomfort, lifting heavier, pushing towards your limits on how many reps you can do with proper form and the heaviest you can do. Another way to build muscle is they always say, hey, do time under tension, right? So if I'm doing a bicep curl, right, and I'm slowly contracting that muscle, getting engaged, right? I'm engaging everything. But it's the same thing in Christianity, right? We're learning to progressively overload in the spirit. Your spirit, man, is an accumulation of muscles. Even when you're going through trials, right? You're contracting, right? You're stretching, right? When you're lifting, when you're doing a bicep curl, going back to my example, you're stretching your muscle when you're on your way down, right? God is trying to stretch your muscle so that it can spiritually grow to get to where it needs to be. When we're praying, when we're reading the word, we have to progressively overload in the spirit, right? There's a time under tension value, right? There's, in other words, I would say it's more like patience, right? And it's the same thing in our walk with Christ. We are in accumulation. There's certain areas of our life that we're working on, right? The Bible says, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling, right? And so what that means is, hey, every single day we have to work out our walk with the Lord, right? Certain aspects of our walk, right? Our anger, our depression, how we treat other people, our relationships. Those are different spiritual muscles that we're building constantly over time.